Alright, so basically, here with another random video. I really need to give this one my chance because I've been just holding it for a while. I've been wanting to talk about it, and I just saw a clip on Insta that it just sparked the idea to actually finally get this off my chest. Um, if I sound a little tired or whatever, I just woke up not too long ago, but I'm gonna start. I'm gonna just start with this. Gideon, you probably ain't gonna ever see this video. Maybe you will, maybe you're not. Hang it up. Go ahead and just hang it up because I'm tired. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of you. I'm tired of any of these other YouTubers or content creators or streamers or whatever just hopping on this wave of I'm gonna put quote unquote catching predators because y'all not catching nothing. Sure, you're putting them, on camera, but they ain't going nowhere. They still gonna be walking free as soon as you find them. And I'm pinpointing Gideon specific because the clip I saw on Insta was him doing the operation, his newest one of his like his newest one I think. This dude is playing. This dude is This dude he was playing not like Kendrick's not like us in front of the Predator. I don't understand how anybody could look at Gideon and just believe that he's actually going to he's actually being serious in catching predators because he's not. He's none but a troll. He's a massive troll. This isn't he does not care about kids he claims to care about. This is just a money opportunity for him. All this is just a money opportunity. These predators are still gonna be walking free. They're still gonna be just continuing to do what they do. That's why EDP is still walking around. People like him are the reason why EDP has not touched jail in the slightest. Especially with his operation. Was just his operation was worse than when Chet Goldstein was the first was the person that exposed EDP first. That operation was overall bad, but Gideon just was just a whole lot worse. I'm gonna explain what it is. This is just off the dome, so I'm probably gonna get some stuff wrong. But here's what happened. This no when he did the operation on EDP, it was last year, and it started off with him and his with Gideon as manager getting in contact with EDP. They went and have an interview. Cool. At first it was meant to be private, but then Gideon had just the brighter idea of just allow his fans to get involved. So he invites EDP to his public Discord. It's full of children, and they get the chance to talk and interview or like mess with them. I don't know. I didn't really watch that part. Well, at least not the full thing. And because of that, EDP was able to get in contact with, I believe she was 14 or 15 years old, a 15-year-old girl. And it is a little rumored if she texted first or not. We're not fully sure. But either way, he still got in contact with someone underage. And, he was trying to groom her. And so after a little bit, the girl hits up Gideon. It's like, hey, EDP is grooming me. I'm going to contact the police. Rightfully so, right? This man, Gideon, and I believe his manager as well, but it was really Gideon from what I know, gonna have the nerve to tell her, don't contact police because of whatever he had planned at the time. Like he had something planned, which we know was this sting operation, but was to not contact police and instead, under the supervision of her parents, she would continue to be groomed by EDP, which was gets for evidence for the chat logs. Do you see how stupid this is? Like, she has the right to bring authorities to this. This man gonna say no because he sees an opportunity, a video opportunity, and wants to capitalize off it, and he did. He, you know what I'm saying? He went through with it. In which the video itself, for the longest I didn't watch the video because the thumbnail alone, I'll have it on screen. The thumbnail alone, I just knew EDP was not going to jail. Like, this video meant nothing because, like, if you were to bring this to court or something, if I was a judge, I would not blame the judge if they would just dismiss it because the thumbnail alone, you're pulling up to EDP. I don't know if the other dude was dressed like Chris Hansen, but you pull up to the predator you're trying to catch in a cupcake costume. It is obvious you're doing it for a video. It's obvious you're doing it for money. You do not care about actually wanting him in jail. And even with the operation itself, like, they pulled up because EDP has a medical condition. Forgot if it was with his, like, liver. I think it was with his liver, or either his liver or kidney. He needs to get treatment. They pulled up in front of the facility he needs to go to, and not like, oh, they waited for him to come out. No, they were stopping him from getting treatment, so that, like, they could be held accountable for that. But my thing is, it's just, it annoys me just seeing people like him just doing this stuff. Like, cause these predators, they do need to be caught. They need to rightfully be imprisoned. But with people like Gideon, they don't even have to fear about jail as much as they should. It gives them the feeling that they don't really need to worry about getting arrested because they most likely won't end up anywhere. They most likely won't end up anywhere. They'll just go home, you know what I'm saying? They'll hide for a little bit, and then they'll just go right back to what they were doing. It's worse than, like, at least, of course, Chris Hansen. Like, Chris Hansen's show, it obviously was also for money, but at least he did a more professional job. Even if his show only had I think it was a 40% conviction rate, I believe. But at least it was a lot more professional. They will actually end up, like, some will actually end up in jail, even if the conviction rate is low. They will actually get arrested and stuff. But with YouTubers and streamers doing this type of stuff, these predators don't have to fear jail at all. Sure, it's gonna scare them that they got caught, and now their whole identity is put on blast. But at the end of the day, all they gotta do is just hide for a little bit, and then they can just carry on with their lives, or just continue doing what they were doing, which is awful. Like, I even saw, I don't know which streamer it was, but I even saw Lil Pump doing this predator catching thing. This dude was rapping, just this dude, like, they cornered the predator, I think, outside, and then Lil Pump was there just rapping in front of him. It was just, I don't know if that was even real. I feel like that was scripted. I hope it was, because there's no way something like that is real. And the way Gideon is doing these catches, like, it just makes me hope that these are scripted too. I just refuse to believe that they are real. This whole thing is just super annoying, and I'm not saying everybody will eat it up, but like the fans will eat it up. No, like people, like just anybody would just eat it up. They don't see anything really wrong with it. They'll just, oh, especially if you're like a reaction channel, it's content for you. It's content for you to put out, which is easy. But I mean, if I were to react to it myself, I'm going to criticize, and I'm not even somebody that knows how to professionally do it all the way. I don't know. I'm not gonna act like I know how to professionally do it, but I know some steps. I know some steps. This it's it's hard for me to even formulate because it really upsets me. This whole thing just upsets me that content is just getting worse. We don't even people are really just not caring about like other people. Of course, I mean, I'm not perfect. Like I'm not saying you got to be the perfect person. That's just what I'm saying. But when you're making content like this, like it has to be like, especially like child predator catching. It got to be genuine. These people need to be imprisoned because it's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna serve no purpose if all it is just a big, it's just a money opportunity for you. It's not. It really all this video is just these people like Gideon they just need to be stopped. They just need to be stopped. They need to just hang it up. Stop doing this. I think Predator Poachers is back up again even after like their mix-ups and getting exposed for just doing all pretty much all their operations terrible. I don't know how they're doing them now, but like this whole thing just needs to stop entirely. I probably didn't formulate the best way, the best like most professional, or like this is just all one take off the dome. I needed it to just I needed my opinion to just be out there. I just didn't want to keep holding this in because it needs to be said. I know a lot of people are saying the same thing, but in my like for me it just need to be spoken out. Just this whole thing just needs to be stopped. Gideon, go just hang it up, bro. Just hang it up. Like you weren't even like you barely were even a decent YouTuber where you just being a public nuisance. Then you claiming about being a old Christian. I didn't believe that because I'm saying how are we gonna believe you if you're just a massive troll and then now you're doing this and these operations I know these operations are being done terribly. These I'm highly likely that these predators that you're catching are not going anywhere. I'm just like hoping in the back of my head that these are just scripted, that these aren't even real. But just hang it up, bro. And the same for a lot of y'all that are only doing this as a money opportunity. Just hang it up. Just stop. Just hang it up. Either switch up and actually get get these people convicted, or just hang it up and just stop entirely. That's that's all I needed to say. Um, yeah, I just needed it off. I just needed it off my head. And I'm still gonna be. It's still gonna be in my head just thinking about it. But I just needed that voiced out. But I'll see y'all whenever.